Hey everyone. So let's get down to the nitty gritty of this letter writing stuff that's going around on TikTok and God knows where else. So they are scamming you. Letter writing is not a scam itself. Okay, it's legitimate to a degree. So there are people that are actually quitting their jobs, thinking that they're just going to walk into this and they're going to make all this money. They're going to write some letters and send it in and they're going to get paid. Okay, it does not work like this. It doesn't. Now, I will give you the information. I will set a fee for it with a money-back guarantee. It's going to have to be 150 days because I'm going to tell you something. It takes about 4 months just to get paid. Okay? So there are a few of the companies that you do them and you earn these points. And you have to accumulate enough points. It's like 5 points per day. And when you accumulate the points, so 5 points per day, it takes, 20 days just to get up to 100. You have to get up to 100 in order to get the points to even get the money. So it takes about a month and a half, I would say 1 month to earn about $150. Maybe not even, maybe $140. It's $140 every month. So you would basically get paid once a month per company out of the few that's out there. It adds up. It's legit, but it is not what they are spinning. They are not telling you the truth. They are bound by a contract when they go into these companies. They're bound by a contract that they cannot talk about this. They can't tell you any of this. You pay this money that's a money-back guarantee. You pay in $250. Now you can do payments on it. But you pay in this money and there's no refund given. You can't get your money back if you don't like it or you disagree with it. It's a complete con job because they want you to pay almost $300 for information and you go in there blindsided. Like you have no idea what you're getting into at all. And then they won't let you get your money back. And they basically keep you to secrecy. They don't tell you what all is involved with it. Okay, they make it sound like you literally write out letters, send them in, and get paid. No. Not like that at all. So it takes about 1 month to get $140. That's for one of the companies. You can do a few of them. It's a little bit of extra money, great, but you have to do this every single day like clockwork. And here's the catch. You can't mess anything up. It has to be accepted. Your writing has to be accepted. So you have to put it either on a card or on a piece of paper that's a certain size in a certain ink, and you have to send it in to be accepted, okay? And then hope that everything goes well. And then the letter writing part, that's part of it. But the one that they're mainly talking about is one that you get 3 points a day. Now, you write in, you have to buy index cards that don't have lines. You have to buy ink. You have to buy envelopes. You have to buy stamps. Okay, so for every 3 points you make, take away one of those points just to get the money back for the stamps, the envelope, and the pens, and the index cards. So if you're making $30 a day, say you write out 10 cards. Okay, you write out 10 cards. That's about $30. 10 of those cards, $10 of that is going to go towards pens and the stamp. The stamp prices are going up to 82 cents soon. So you have the stamp, you have the ink, and then you also have to buy the index cards because they have to be a certain type. And you have to buy envelopes, which are not cheap. And the envelopes have to be a certain size. And then you send them in, and you hope they get accepted. You don't know if they're going to get accepted. And then if they do get accepted, it takes 4 months and 2 weeks, basically, to get paid. That's what it does. So it's not that you can't make money off of it. It's that you have to be able to be patient to make the money. And you have to be able to put about $10 a day in. That's minimal for stamps and the product that you have to buy. So now if you want to make any real money at it, you're probably looking at $500 a week just in postage. Okay? Now you can do this. You could do this. You make $500 or you spend $500 a week. You know, you make about $1,000 back. And it can be done. But the key is you have to be accepted. The stuff has to be accepted that you send in. And here's the kicker. They don't tell you if they're accepted or not. So you write in the cards. You'll never know if they're accepted or not unless the money drops into the account. And that's how this goes. That's what the letter writing really is. So the reason that these women are on these TikTok videos making all these videos is because that's how they're actually making their money. They're making their money doing exactly what I'm doing right now. But I'm being honest with you. Yes, you can make money. But it's going to take time. And you're going to have to accumulate enough of the ones that you actually send in, not the ones that you can do digitally. The ones that you do digitally, you can't do more than 4 a day. Okay? And, you know, you're probably talking about doing 4 a day. You're probably talking about 140 times 4, 280, about $560 a month, maybe a little more if we have an extra week in the month. Now, you can do that. It's extra money. Heck, it would pay probably half of your grocery bill or, you know, most of it, depending on how big your family is. And it would work. It does work. But I'm here to be honest with you, okay? These people are spinning this like, you know, here's a job. You're going to walk into this, make all this money. Oh, they are just not telling you so much. They are not telling you so much. So, you want to make $560 a week or a month. Maybe, you know, an extra, you know, maybe up to $700, depending if we have an extra week in the month. You let me know, and I will let you know what exactly to do. And I will also tell you how to do the mail-in ones. Those are chancy. They're risky. But I would do a little bit at a time and see how it goes. Maybe do 10 a day. You know, see if they accept what your writing looks like. You know, but it's going to take, you're talking 4.5 months. And that's, you know, basically $10 a day postage. That's $70 a week. So you're talking about 4 months, 5, so 16, 17, 18, probably 19, 20, about $20 or 20 weeks times $10 a day. That's how much you'd spend in postage. Okay? So, and like I said, you don't know if they're going to accept it. So the best thing to do, maybe do a couple. Maybe do a few of the write-ins, see if they like your handwriting, see if you're doing everything correctly, and wait it out and see if they accept it. In the meantime, you can go on and you can do the digital stuff and earn, you know, an extra $560 a month or $700 a month. And then if you got another family member, you can sign them up and write a few cards under their name or under their account or have them do it. And then you're looking at $1,400 a month, you know, or, you know, $1,120, you know, something like that. So it does work. Okay, it does work. It's just, it's a lot slower than you ever could imagine. Basically, you know, once you get going with the digital stuff, that would be more consistent. But it's not going to be, you're not going to get rich on this stuff, guys. You know, I mean, I'm sure there's people that are doing boatloads of the stuff that they write in, but you have to make sure you get accepted. You have to make sure that your letters are acceptable and that you're going to get paid and that, you know, you have to do an experiment with it. So basically, you're going to have to put about 9 months of your life into writing a few of the letters to start, sending them in, and then seeing if they accept them. And then you're going to have to, you know, dedicate another 4.5 months to writing more letters. And it might even be more because you're going to have to save enough money to send the postage in. Like, you're going to have to buy the stamps and send in these letters. So it's going to have to be like it's like a gradual process with this. You're not going to just walk into this doing $16,000 a month. That is absolute BS, unless you're wealthy and you have the extra money to throw all that postage into stuff. So it's not like that. So if you are willing to start out making, you know, 1,000, like I'd say, you know, anywhere from 560, when I say 560, 114, yeah, 560 a month to $700 a month, or more, depending if you have other people in the household that are 18 and above. They have to have a driver's license. They have to be able to be verified. They have to be able to get bank accounts. You can't just sign anybody up. They have to be a legal adult with proof that they're an adult. And if you've got like a husband and wife could earn an extra, you know, $1,200 digitally, or about $1,200, you know, like I said, it's depending whether you have 4 weeks out of the month or 5 weeks. But you could do that digitally, get your foot in the door with the manual letter writing, and be willing to really dedicate some time into seeing how that goes, and being able to dedicate some money for postage. We're talking every single card is worth 3 points, and you have to spend postage every day. And it's 100 points until you can get, you know, enough points to even get any money back. So you're talking about 3 into, you know, 100. So you're talking about 35 letters just to start, just to get $100 back. I mean, that's how this works. So anybody that is interested, you let me know, and I charge $95 for the information. $95. You get a 5-month guarantee. If, you know, within 5 months you haven't at least made your money back or doubled your money, I'll give you your money back. That's the best I can do. So it's honest, it's on the up and up. I'll tell you exactly how to do it, what companies, everything you need to know. You don't have to join any clubs. There's nothing mysterious about it. You know, it just is what it is. And it's simple, but they're not being straight. They're not telling you the truth. They're not, and I had to find out the hard way. So, you're interested, you can cash out me $95, and I will send you the information. So, you guys let me know. You got any questions, message me. Otherwise, God bless you all, and take care.